Good morning, YouTube. It's a chilly Tuesday morning, roughly about 8:30 a.m. and just got back from getting some coffee. I'm working on my second cup, and so far so good. Got up about 5 a.m., hit the gym, got in my leg workout. We hit it hard this morning. But I wanted to drop this quick message because lately I've been really thinking about being captive compared to being a broker per se. And what I mean by broker is anybody that represents more than one insurance carrier that's not under the same umbrella. And, for me, this is a great discussion because there's a lot of you out there that believe that being exclusive to a carrier is the best way to go. Others, believe in being brokers and, going that route. And, this is not about which one is better, whether it's captive or career or broker, right? Because you can be a career broker too, or a career exclusive agent working for one carrier. And you know what? For me, this coming up March is going to mark 14 years since I started in the final expense business. 14. It's really crazy that time has gone by so fast. But for over a decade, I was exclusive. With some of the best final expense carriers in the marketplace. I was exclusive 100%. I didn't represent no other insurance company. If I worked for that carrier, I was an exclusive manager, agent. There was no other carrier. There was no recruiting, nothing. I was loyal to the idea of being exclusive. And I got to say, I enjoyed a ton of success being on the exclusive or the captive per se. But some people, have asked me, what is it that triggered me after more than 10 years to be more of a broker and representing more than one insurance company at a time? And the best way I can explain it was by, sharing a personal story, that I have. And I remember when I first got into the business, one of my mentors and friend of mine, and I was an exclusive agent. But one of the things he would say all the time was, I'm not a company man. And it bothered me when he would say that comment, because I would be like, what do you mean you're not a company man? You're exclusive to this company, and here you're saying you're not a company man. This doesn't make sense. What do you mean? And I never really paid much attention to it, but it would stick with me every time he would say that. He would say, I'm not a company man. And after more than 10 years, I finally understood what he meant. And what he meant was that even though you can be exclusive to a company, at the end of the day, if you're working for one carrier, that carrier can make changes in a flip of a switch. And sometimes those changes, guys, like changing commission structure, policy procedures, internal company changes. Let's be real. Sometimes those changes are going to benefit the carrier and not benefit us, the agent. And that happens. And I experienced that in one way or another, whether it's small or large. Sometimes in business, the company has to make a decision what is best for the company. And even though they do respect their agents, when it comes to either or, the carrier is going to do what's best for the company. And sometimes, like I've said, an agent might be affected by that decision. So in that particular case, whose fault is it? Is it the company's fault for making a change that's going to be better for the overall health of the carrier? No, it's not. Because at the end of the day, it's business. And after 10 years of being exclusive, it finally hit me what my friend was saying, that he was not a company man. And what he meant by that was, if he needed to pick up his stuff and go to a different carrier and continue selling final expense insurance door to door, he can do that. Because he owned his own lead supply. He had his own training program. He managed his own agency. Think about that. And that, for me, after more than a decade of being exclusive, is really what triggered me to finally become a broker. And I'm not saying I represent hundreds of different companies in final expense. Not at all. You know, we try to manage about 2 to 3 final expense carriers and 1 guarantee company. You know, we feel that we can manage 3 to 4 relationships with carriers. And by doing so, we're making sure that when these carriers do make these business decisions, we are in a position that we can also take those decisions, and if it affects us in any way, we can maneuver into a direction that we want. So at the end of the day, I'm going to say the same thing my friend used to say. I'm not a company man. I'm here to build my company. I'm here to build my personal block of business. I'm here to develop my relationship with my clients. That's what I do know. So guys, with that said, if you're in an exclusive deal right now, take a look at what I'm saying. If you're a broker, you know, having hundreds of different carriers, I mean, from an agency standpoint, opens the door up for a massive amounts of roll-ups, chargeback nightmares, and vectors. But we found that by managing 3 to 4 relationships, we're able to keep everything satisfied with the carrier as well as us. So guys, we're going to be kicking off our live challenge here this morning. If you have not made it to one of our live calls and you're looking for a change in the final expense business, look us up, call me up, and we'll get you on the phone today. See you guys at the top. Bye.